Good morning, boys and girls. It's Friday, and today is the first day of May 2020. Okay, so here is our grammar page for today. This is lesson 24 in your reader's notebook, and it is page 139. All right, today we are going to be forming complex sentences. It says combine the clauses to form complex sentences. Now we know we have dependent and independent clauses. And a few days ago, we were given some words that would let us know if the clause was dependent or independent. So let's take a look. Number one, it says, even though he is a dog, Rover is Lucy's best friend. Okay, so even though he is a dog, not a sentence, right? We need more for that. Rover is Lucy's best friend. That is a sentence. Now, here's the tricky part. We were given this word even though. When a sentence begins with even though, we're going to put a comma in between the dependent clause and the independent clause. So here we go. Even though he is a dog, comma, Rover is Lucy's best friend. So let's write that on the line. We're going to make sure that we write correctly, all our words correctly, because they're right there in front of us, right? And you may want to use another piece of paper if you do have this, because that's an awful small little line for that big old sentence, right? Okay, number two. She takes Rover to the park after she comes home from school. So, she takes Rover to the park. That's a sentence. After she comes home from school. That word after is our clue word. But because it's not at the beginning of the sentence, we do not need a comma. Okay? So, she takes Rover to the park after she comes home from school. Make sure we use a lowercase a there because we're combining these sentences. So we don't need a capital in the middle, do we, right? Cops, capitalization, names, and beginning of sentences, correct? Alrighty. Here we go. Number three. Lucy worried she would be late unless she hurried. That's not a sentence, unless she hurried. But because that word unless will be in the middle of the sentence, we do not need a comma there. We're just going to combine them all into one big long sentence. Lucy worried she would be late unless she hurried. Make sure that U is lowercase, okay, when you rewrite. Okay, and we are going to do all of these together because this is a little confusing. Number four, they stayed at the park then until it started to rain. Okay, they stayed at the park, sentence, until it started to rain. It's dependent on that one to make it into a real sentence. So until is one of our words that we talked about the other day. Okay, no comma. It's in the middle. So there we go. They stayed at the park until it started to rain. Make sure that U is lowercase. Okay. Number five, because it was raining. Not a sentence. They ran to the house. Sentence. Okay, so when we have the dependent at the beginning, we need a comma here. Because lets us know it's dependent. So here we go. Because it was raining, comma, they ran to the house. Lowercase t. Okay, next one. When they got home. Is that a sentence? No. And then Rover shook water everywhere. Well, that's a sentence. So, because our dependent clause is at the beginning, we need you guessed it, comma. Are we going to keep that R capital? We certainly are because Rover is the dog's name. So we definitely need to keep that capitalized. So when they got home, comma, Rover shook water everywhere. Alrighty, boys and girls, you can go back and listen to that again. I know it's going to take you quite a while to write these sentences, so you're very welcome to go back, listen, and pause, right, while you're writing. Okay, let's go on to page 143. This is our phonics for today. So here we go. Proofreading for spelling. It says read each direction. Circle the misspelled words. Now here are our words right here. So there's no reason we can't check them, right? And we have been working with prefixes. They go on the front of a word, and we have re, which means again, and un, which means not or the opposite of. Okay, so here we go. Here's our spelling words. We have unfold, rejoin, untie, reheat, unfair, unclear, repaid, rewrite, unhurt, recheck, unlucky, unwrap, reuse, unsure. Our review words are reread and unsafe, and our challenge words are unbuckle and unknown. So, let me give you a little hint about this page. If a word in your in your direction, right? Because each one of them are directions. If it starts with un or re, we need to check the spelling. Okay? So here we go. It says set up your tent. First, unfold the tent. So unfold starts with un. So we're going to look under here. Oh, look, it's the very first word. Is it spelled correctly? Absolutely not. Let's circle it and write it down here on number 1. Okay? Number 2. Next, unwrap the tent ropes. You need the ropes to set up your tent. What word starts with un or re? Unwrap. Let's check it. Go down our things over here. Let's look for unwrap. Oh, there it is. Unwrap. Let's circle that word and write it correctly here. Okay, number 3. If ropes are tied, you need to untie them. There's our un word. Let's circle it. Look for it over here. Write it correctly on the line. Number 4, try to reuse plastic bags while at camp. Do not throw them away, right? Recycle, reuse. There we go, reuse. Let's check it over here and write it on number 4. Okay, on to number 5. Do not reheat drinks or food. See your camp leader, right? Because we should make sure that somebody's around when we're getting something we don't want to make it too hot, so we burn ourselves, right? So reheat. There's our re word. Let's go down through here. Look for reheat and write it on correctly on number 5. Be sure to rejoin your group after lunch. There's our re word. Rejoin. Let's circle it. Let's look over here and write the word correctly under number 6. Or next to number 6, I'm sorry. Okay, number 7. Always walk with a friend. Walking alone at camp is unsafe. There's our un word. Let's circle it. Let's look for unsafe through here. There it is, review word. Let's put it on number 7, written correctly. And number 8, are you sure you have everything? You should recheck your bag. Okay, so there we are, recheck. Let's circle it. Let's look for recheck down through here. And we are going to write it correctly on number 8. Okay, boys and girls, that's our phonics and grammar for today, May 1st, 2020. It's Friday, so I will be back with you on Monday. Okay? You have a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.